Hey, thank you for meeting with me today. What are your best hopes for our conversation?
My best hope is to have more time to myself and stop procrastinating.
Okay, I think that's a fair start. Um, and with that being said, thank you for sharing it. It sounds like having time for yourself is really important for you, and hoping that by addressing the procrastination itself, you'll be able to create more balance in your life.
Yeah,
Okay, so what would having more time for yourself allow you to do that you're not doing right now?
and be able to go out with friends, with my sister, have more time with my partner instead of always the same thing, assignments work, and not having enough time to myself. Me personally, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and it sounds like having more time for yourself, like, isn't just about getting things done. It's about having time, like, to spend with the people you love, like your
Oh.
partner and your sister. And the people who matter to you. So, and also having time for yourself. So, if our conversation today is helpful, what's the first small sign you'll notice that's different this week?
I'll feel less tense, less stress, and more relief. Yeah, that's the three things I will notice. Because most of
Okay.
the time I'm always in a rush. Cause I wait till the last minute to do things, and I'm always in a rush. So it's like I don't feel present most of the time. Cause if I wait till last minute, it's like I'm panicking, getting frustrated, not being in the mood for any other thing but to get what is supposed to be done because it's last minute. I waited last minute to get it done. So it's like I don't want nobody trying to like maybe come in between that.
Yeah. And like from what I'm hearing too, you used some powerful words. So I wanna just take you back a bit because those words that you used like really stood out to me when you said, you want to be feeling like less tensed and less stressed and not being rushed and having like more relief, I'll say. Like,
Yeah.
is that a good word?
Yeah.
Having more relief is
Well,
really important for you. And like, say you were like able to have more relief because you're less tensed. Um, what do you think you would be doing differently that would let you know things were getting better?
mhm. You said what would I notice?
Yeah, like what
Yeah, a little
what
better.
do you think you'd be doing differently that will let you know, okay, things are getting better?
Uh-huh. When I'm able to wake up in the morning and not feel tired and be able to go for a walk. Because when I wake up in the morning, I like to go for a walk. But if I wake up and I feel like I have things to do, I just stop and just do the thing instead of going for a walk. So if I'm able to wake up in the morning, go for a walk, feel less tired, I would that would be that would be something different. I would notice that something is working or something has changed.
Yeah. And I really like how clearly you're able to picture that. So waking up, feeling rested, going for your walk and not feeling like you have to rush straight into your tasks would be like a sign that things are like really getting better.
Yeah.
And What do you think those morning walks would do for you, like for the rest of your day?
The morning walks makes me feel it makes me feel productive. After I'm done with my morning walks, I'm able to like do things with no distraction. But if I feel occupied in the morning, I'm not able to do that little movement or that little exercise or that little walk. It's like I feel like things are not going as planned.
Mm. And like, can I ask you a question that like might sound a little different?
Yeah.
All right. So suppose tonight while you're asleep and like a miracle happens and the procrastination is no longer getting in the way. And because you were asleep, you did not know the miracle happened. So when you wake up tomorrow morning after that walk, what would tell you that the miracle has happened?
If I'm able to do everything on time and not wait till last minute, if I'm able to, because I always plan my day before, I plan my day ahead before the following day. So if I'm able to follow the planned things I have for that day, that would be something I will notice that the miracle has like happened.
Yeah. And just like listening to you, I think that that's a really good place to start from because you're really able to present a clear picture and it sounds like from what I'm hearing, the miracle isn't about like being perfect. It's like, essentially it sounds like what matters to you is like being able to follow through with the plans that you've already made, like completing things on time and just like feeling like you don't have to rush or wait till last minute. And I also noticed that you're already like someone who plans ahead. And that tells me that you already have a habit that's working for you. You're just looking for a way to follow it through, like follow it more consistently.
Um, I, I wouldn't say a habit because I can plan something and not be able to like do it as planned because I feel like I have, it's like I have always wait last minute. I can have certain things planned and always wait last minute to do it. That's how it is because I prioritize certain things over certain things. Like I prioritize most of my school stuff over my personal life and over like other things. So I wouldn't say I have a habit because my mind changes every single time. If something is the priority, my mind is going to change if I have something else planned.
And like even though this is a little bit this is something that you are working on overcoming. Over, did I make up a word? Overcoming. Um, it sounds like you're very aware of what's getting in the way right now. And at the same time, like you've also described what you'd like to be like what you'd like to be doing different. Um, you'd like to follow through with the plans you made instead of feeling like everything just like, regarding your personal life has to happen at the last minute. So, so suppose you started noticing like even a small improvement with that. What do you think you would be doing differently?
Setting reminders for the things I need to do and not just setting the reminders, but following it, following the time as planned and not make excuses. think that would be something I'll notice, following the time plan for the things I need to do, and now saying, "Oh, I'll do it later. Let me just do this before this." And at the end of the day, it just all like crumbles on me. It's like I gotta do all this at once, and I just have a small amount of time to do all everything.
Yeah, yeah. And that's really helpful to know because so even with everything that's going on, you found that like setting reminders is a skill that you have that helps you to stay on track. And so like regarding when you do use those reminders, how does it change your day?
If I follow the reminders as planned, my day feels calm, not rushed. But if I'm not able to follow that reminder and I take a different way or different, I take a different way to do my things at that on that day, my day kind of feels pressured. I feel tense. I feel stressed. I feel like I have a lot on my mind. Like I have a lot of things, tabs open in my head, and I don't know where to focus. Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you for sharing that because, you know, just like listening to you, it sounds like you've noticed a real difference at times. Like when you were able to follow through with your reminders, your day feels calmer and more manageable.
Yeah.
And then when that doesn't happen, like you feel rushed, tense, and just like you have too many tabs open in your mind, like what you said. So I also noticed something though that you have a good understanding of what works for you and what gets in the way. And that's actually a strength, just being able to realize that.
Yeah. I also just realized that too. I feel like it's just the procrastination. If it's not a procrastination, everything will go as planned, but I just don't know why I procrastinate. Is it because I have a lot of things to do during the day, or is it because I don't have enough time to myself to do all the things I have to do during the day?
Right. And like honestly, it sounds like, I mean, you don't have to have all the answers about, why procrastination happens. And that's okay because something that like I hear from you often still, despite that, is that you already have a clear picture of what you would like instead. Like you'd like to follow through with your plans and have your day go the way that you intended. So can you think of like one small thing that would tell you that you're moving in that direction, even if the procrastination hasn't like completely disappeared?
You said one thing?
Yeah, just one thing.
Hmm. Finishing schoolwork before the due date, a day or two before the due date. Yeah, that'll be one thing.
Okay, so and that's a really specific goal. Like finishing your schoolwork, maybe just setting a deadline a day or two earlier than the actual one before the due date. And that would be like a clear sign that things are moving in the direction that you want. So I also noticed that you like that you've identified strategies that already help you, like planning ahead and using your reminders. And those are strengths that you can continue to build on. So, what's one small step you would feel confident in taking this week that could help you finish an assignment a day or two before it's due?
Hmm. Like I said before, like setting a reminder, and instead of setting my reminder as the date for the assignment due date, I will set it like 2 days. I'll set it in 2 days, like 2 days before the assignment is due, instead of setting the exact date the assignment is due, just to like train my mind to do the assignments. Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Yeah, there you go. I really like that idea because you've came up with a strategy that feels like realistic and that fits with like how you already organize yourself. Instead of reminding yourself on the due date, you're planning to set your reminder 2 days earlier so you can gradually train yourself to start sooner.
Mhm.
So that tells me you're already thinking about like practical ways to
Yeah,
to create the change that you would like to see. So,
yeah. I wasn't actually thinking about that, but you kind of moved my mind to that. Yeah, because I feel like before, I feel like doing that might not be, might not work for me. But right now, thinking about it, I feel like if I do that, that will help me with procrastination, especially when it comes to school assignment.
yes. And I'd like to add on a scale from 0 to 10, where 0 means you're not confident at all, and 10 means you are completely confident. How confident do you feel about trying that this week?
So before we had this conversation, I was at a 3, but now I'm at 6.
Okay.
I feel confident, a little confident, but not the confident I want.
Mm.
So I think I feel confident to try it this week.
Okay. And then what makes it, what made you feel like, okay, I can be at that 6 instead of that 3 where you started before?
The shifts in my mind,
Yeah.
because there are certain things I didn't really think about. Even if I did, I thought I wouldn't be able to. But now thinking about it, I feel like I can do it.
Okay. That's great to hear. And I'm glad that you're confident enough to try to take those steps. So today you've described the change that you're hoping for, like hoping to make,
Mhm.
following through with your plans instead of waiting till later on to do it. And you've identified planning ahead, using reminders, and you like using a reminder, which is already a strength for you. And you've developed a practical strategy that of setting reminders 2 days before assignments that are due. So it sounds like there is a realistic first step toward feeling calmer and less rushed. And I appreciate how much thought you've put into identifying a solution that works for you. And, you know, before we end our session, I'd like to ask what's one word that you would like to use to describe yourself that you have as a strength?
One word, determined.
Determined. Yes, I can definitely see how you're determined, and that word really fits the way you've described things for me today. So, because throughout our conversation, like I've noticed your determination to make changes and all the, the practical planning you've created for yourself. So even though procrastination has been challenging, you've identified strategies that work for you and the planning ahead and setting reminders earlier. So that determination is something that you could continue to like use as a real strength and a resource for you, to help you work toward your goal of completing your schoolwork and just having time, like, setting your personal, personal time ahead before, it feels too late. So
Mm.
I'm looking forward to meeting with you again, and I'd love to hear what was different after you've been able to apply that.
All right.
All right, so I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for meeting
You
with me.
too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.